Hello! Today we're going to be talking about the macOS Mojave and its top 5 features that has been long awaited for. So today's features we're going to be talking about is dark mode. The Apple Store got a new facelift, stacks, dynamic desktop, and software updates. So with that, let's get right to it. Now, dark mode, when you first install the Mac OS, it's going to ask you if you want to choose light mode or dark mode. So I chose dark mode. As you can see, the menus, dark mode, your Finder, your files is in dark mode. All your applications will primarily be in dark mode, except for maybe like in the email, the body of the text will still be light. It'll be easier to see the files and read the text and stuff. So to give you a couple examples, I'm just going to open up a couple of apps in here. So like one, the calendar, you can see calendars in dark mode. And I think the contrast with the colors and everything look really great. And it's easier to read and easier on the eyes. So you're not getting that bright light. So this is actually easier to read. So that's an example. There's another example. There's a mail app. So even the, now the only thing that doesn't really take the dark mode, so there's the mail apps. As you can see, the body of the email is still in the white, light mode. The Office app, for example, Office does not adhere to the dark mode. As you can see, it's, light mode. So that's number one. Number two is the Apple Store. Now the Apple Store got a new facelift, and the Apple Store, if you go into the Apple Store, you can see that it has a new look and feel to the menus and what have you. Now the updates that are here, the only updates that'll be here are the applications, you know, like the iMovie or your Microsoft apps or GarageBand or anything that's related to applications will still be listed in the Apple Store under updates. As you can see, I have one update that's needed to get installed. Now for the software updates feature, that's a new feature. If you go into the System Center, or System Preferences actually, I'm thinking about SCCM. If you go into the System Preferences, you'll see software updates. Now this will primarily update your operating system and any patches that need to be applied to the operating system itself. Now, once you install Mojave, there is one additional update that gets applied. So as you can see, I have another. You can see my Mac is up to date. It's got the 10.14.1, and it'll tell you when it. Now you can automatically set that keep your Mac up to date. I don't like to do that because I have a lot of my virtual machines open and running, so I don't like to have it done automatically. And if you go into the advanced, you can check for updates automatically, and then you can download new updates when available. So you have some options here if you want to click on those. And so there you have it. That's the software update. Now there's a new feature called stacks in macOS Mojave, and that is if you have a bunch of files on your desktop. Now my desktop is pretty clean and I keep it pretty clean, but I'm going to show you how that works. So let me just grab some files, and I'm just going to dump them on the desktop. So I'm just going to take some files over there and take some files. We got one there. Let's take another one. And I'm just going to take some docs. Cancel. I don't want to move it. Let's see. Let's do some. I don't know. And then I'm going to do some pictures. And so basically what happens is that when you use stacks, and basically it'll stack them all up. As you can see, everything is stacked by the kind. So you can do, you can group by kind, or you can group by tags or date when it was last opened, or date created and what have you, when it was added. And so you can group them. Commonly, you want to group them by kind because it's the type of document that you want to group by. Now you can also not use stacks and take that off, but I'm going to use stacks because I like keeping everything not cluttered. And as you can see, even if I have multiple documents, you'll see that they're there. So if I click on use stacks, it'll bring everything back to the desktop in a scattered form. So anyways, and also, so this is a great feature if you're one of those that has a ton of files on your desktop and is cluttered with all kinds of files and folders. Using stacks will help organize all of that. So that, as you can see, that example. And the last one, the other top feature is the dynamic desktop. The dynamic desktop, there's two new desktop wallpapers in macOS Mojave. Now I'm going to bring the system preferences over. And as you can see, if you go to desktop and screensaver settings, you'll see dynamic mode, which means that the desktop, the screen that you see behind me, will change based on the time of day. So right now it's morning hours, so it has light. As it gets darker and darker, it'll start to look like, like the shadows will come into play. And this is what it looks like in dark mode completely. It's really cool. So when it's at nighttime, it'll show the time of day that that it is. So this is a great feature. So so again, there's some other features that I really didn't talk about. Like there's FaceTime, there's group FaceTime, which I can't really demo that because I don't have anybody to really call. But there's a lot of other features, new emojis, and what have you. But these are the top 5 that I really wanted to highlight that I think would make the macOS experience great. So go ahead and install Mac Mojave. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to this channel. There's going to be a lot more content coming your way. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.